sharpening angle, we have people recommending anything from 10 degrees to 20 degrees. The more acute the angle you have, the greater cutting capacity, but the edge will roll more easily. 15 degrees is a general good rule of thumb. Sometimes 15 degrees will not be the best option, but it's a jack of all trades and will be a good choice for most people on most nights. So it's a good starting point. If you want to go lower than that, you need at least 60 HRC. And if you want to go down to 10 degrees, you should have at least 63 HRC. And that also depends on the carbide content of your steel. So if you have steel that has a lot of carbide, like this one, All-Stan, it's more likely to chip, so it's harder for it to hold a fine edge. On the other hand, if you have very clean steel like ABL or 14C28N, they have much higher toughness and they're less prone to chipping. I haven't tested yet, but this blade, 14C28N, 60 HRC, maybe I could go a little below 15 degrees, maybe 12, 13 degrees on this blade. These are general rules of how to approach your sharpening angle. I encourage you to experiment with it, since it will depend on a lot of factors, so there's not a single answer to what is the best sharpening angle. It depends on the type of steel, the hardness, and your user profile. So, for example, I've talked with Cook, and he doesn't like 10 degrees, even for 63 and above. The blade is more likely to roll or chip, and he would rather have a better edge durability instead of higher cutting performance. For home use, on the other hand, it makes more sense to want the better cutting performance, even though it won't last as much. On that topic, there is a study based on Catra test, and it says 10 degrees will have the best out of the three in terms of edge durability. And I don't think that's true, because during Catra tests, we're not evaluating the main mechanism of edge loss, so it's not going to roll or chip. You are only evaluating abrasive resistance. And since you can see in this chart I'm showing you, if you have a more acute angle, it will need to abrade a lot more material before the edge gets dull. During use, what we have usually is the edge rolls or chips on the cutting board. And since the mechanism is different, the test is not that good to evaluate edge retention. Someday I plan to buy a 63 HRC Japanese knife to test sharpening at 10 degrees angle, but they are quite expensive in Brazil, and so far I haven't. Probably I will, but not right now. I'm pretty happy with 15 degrees, as long as the edge is thin. That brings us to the next topic, which is edge geometry. So next video, I'll be talking about micro bevel and thinning your blade. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you do, hit the thumbs up. If you want to watch more videos about sharpening, subscribe to the channel, activate the bell icon, and see ya.